I went ahead and sorted small sponge filters for all three of my Daphnia culture to deal with the nitrate issue that I had previously. One sponge is from the betta tank, and it is heavily permeated with beneficial bacteria, but the replacement sponge, which was in the 29 gallon for just a few days, will soon catch up with the bioload as the substrate, the hardscape, even the plants are covered in beneficial bacteria, and it's only one fish, so there's not a huge bioload there. The other sponge filter came out of the 29 gallon after just a few days, and I'm sure it got a start with beneficial bacteria, which will soon permeate the sponge and should do just fine for Daphnia. But I'm curious to know if the green water cultures are high in nitrates, and perhaps adding too much of that caused the issue. So I'd like to do a test on a sample of that water and see what I find out. Here you can see that before adding the chemicals, the water is quite green with Chlorella vulgaris. Hopefully that won't affect the readings too much. As I feared, the two Chlorella vulgaris culture have a serious issue with ammonia on the left. No problem with nitrite, but nitrate is also very high. So it might be necessary to add sponge filters to the Chlorella vulgaris cultures. Perhaps cut back on the osmocote that I'm using for fertilizer. And in the meantime, make more use of spirulina and yeast in solution with the dropper to feed to the Daphnia cultures.